70s. Other hand, harvesting the organs of my enemies. If in pursuit of feeder fishy, forego any pleasantries. Bonfires eating in a ornamental effigy.
So this is interesting. I usually
Ain't you in the same vehicle again?
right, like, well, I mean, we drove before. I didn't record it, but we have been on the road before. But usually you'd be sharing a car with like Walter Scott, but it's different now, right?
It's mostly a singles room for me. It's everywhere else I've been, so why not?
Yeah. Question: how's it been like now, where you're just like almost everywhere compared to before?
It's almost amusing, but it's also just eye-opening.
Like, you didn't think you would get this far?
I didn't think people would take wind of me so quick.
I mean, there's appeal there. Especially when you go around calling yourself a savage and you own up to that. People get interested.
Well, it's not every day you have a 6'4", damn near 270-pound monster walking around calling himself a savage.
Which, yeah, I mean, and it's funny because it's so weird. You don't look 270, but you are, and it's always funny because I remember when someone told that, it was like, oh yeah, he's like 6'4" by 270. I said, get the fuck out of here, he ain't 270. But yeah, it kind of caught me off guard.
The gym work has been paying.
Yep. Yeah, I've noticed that you've been hitting the gym a lot more than normal.
Yeah, it's preparation for me to officially kind of take the balance from going light heavyweight.
Right.
And it helps considering what DC is about to be.
Fucking land of the monsters. Jesus shit. Oh my god, it's I don't know what to say. Darius has been kind of like asking me for people, and he's like naming off the list, and I was like, Jesus shit, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm about to reinvent takedown, and I'm like, okay, so you're gonna do it like this, huh? He's like, yep.
No better way to do it than just bring in whoever you can.
Just bring in the nastiest guys you can think of. Yeah, best way to do it.
That just means a lot more beefy monsters that I can have a brawl or two with.
And that just means me having more matches where I somehow defy God and all sorts of logic.
Look, as if you haven't already done it.
Yeah. It's weird. I remember on Veteran, we saw one of my matches say, if you live to be 35, I'll be shocked. And I was like, okay, what was that supposed to mean? He's like, the shit you do in that ring should kill a normal person. But apparently it didn't kill you.
Look, some of the stuff I do, I shouldn't have a brain. I literally should have at least multiple concussions by now.
Yeah, or have a Shibata incident.
Yeah,
but
luckily for me, I avoid that.
Yeah, you and Allison have a fucking issue throwing headbutts, dude.
I can't help it if headbutts are
oh god, yeah. Taking headbutts and giving headbutts are like, it's an experience in and of itself.
And someone who's received a lot of headbutts, a lot of different people, you almost get it. It also helps that I'm a pretty good fighter.
Right, it does. summer break's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, we gonna kill them.
Oh my god, yeah. So, bright idea. Yeah, let's do a match where Zahaya and Nick Gage come in because that's a thing.
Yes.
Because apparently
was-
the only way I can legit get a match with Zahaya is if it's a tag match.
Leaving him to put his money where his mouth is. Bring somebody else to help him.
What money? He barely has any.
Apparently, he has enough to get Nick Gage. But apparently, Nick Gage is
That's
worth that much. So,
he's not. He really
so
isn't.
practically, he's doing it for free.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's been kind of weird. It's coming. What?
What's good?
Since coming back to ZCW, UWL, a lot of stuff, actually. Like, with UWL, with the whole order thing that happened, and how I kind of put myself into this. Yeah, I've changed, or it's like I feel like I'm back to what I used to be, but at the same time, I'm still what I am now.
Well, when you're fighting for family, you don't do that.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, because you were there that night of Oblivion, and when I fought Tagore, and a lot of guys,
Practically killed him.
a lot of people were scared. The ones that knew me were scared because they thought, oh shit, he's back to his old self, you know. But weirdly, I wasn't. Like, I have better control over that now than I used to.
Seeing what you did to Tagore, it's clear to me you have.
Right. And that's pretty much what it's been now. It's just been control. And now I'm at that point where I'm picking up certain pieces that I haven't picked up in a while. And I'm trying to put everything back together. Right. Oh man. You know, when you win a title of any sort, it's such a feeling you can't, explain. When I won the VW World title, like, I was so full of adrenaline, and I had people congratulating me, and I had everyone say, like, congratulations, this is your moment, this is, like, your sacrifice, your risk paid off. You took something that everyone would call you stupid for doing. You took something, which was a All-Stars opportunity, and you cashed it in on VW, where a lot of people would have felt like it was a stupid thing for me to do, and I should have just cashed it in. I took the risk, got the VW World title. And I remember when I finally got to my hotel, I'm like staring at the title, and it finally clicked, right? Like,
I'm the world champion.
yeah, I'm the world fucking champion for VW. And in a way, it was quiet. It was finally quiet. Not in the sense of whatever was in my head just buzzing and telling me anything. It just got quiet. It was quiet. I had silence in my mind, and that was like peace. For the first time in like God knows how many years, I had peace. And I just I mean, a demon I helped create, which says a lot about me.
A demon that I also, again, still want to set reputation.
Yeah, well, that demon is reaping what he sows. It's getting more and more. The walls are closing in around him, if you know what I mean. Man. What's gonna be fun though about the Summer Beach Bash is like I can actually have fun. I mean, yeah, I'm going there. I'm probably gonna be pissed off, obviously, because I gotta fit because I'm gonna be in the ring as a high, and I get to take out all that aggression and that anger out of him because it's like. You know, so you do know the whole thing about Zahaya, right? Zahaya and me.
Yeah. Lawsuits, him trying to get people to take you out.
Right. It was like, I was hired by Mac Waters, and Zahaya had a problem with me being a part of the show. Which, alright. What irritated, what escalated about it was the fact that he just wasn't straight up with me the entire time. He pretended like he gave a shit about, he pretended like he cared. He pretended he was his friend. Like, oh, what I'm playing is like all on camera. Off camera, we're cool, we're chill, we're blah. I even asked him, like, are we cool for real? He goes, yeah, man, we're cool. Deep down, we weren't. That's why, I was like, I rode with you. I helped you out when you needed it. And you fucking sit there and you try to cut my balls off. You try to cut my feet out from under me. You try to cut my balls. Even after I know all the dirty shit about you. And then you have the fucking gall to fire me and sue me for everything I'm worth and try to ruin my life. Because you wanted to be a vindictive asshole. And people
talk about a snake.
Oh, a straight fucking snake. A straight snake. You think I ain't the only motherfucker he done fucked over?
Oh no, I know you're not, dude. He's tried that with multiple.
I mean, let's.
Thank goodness he's gotten out of one of them.
Let me see. He's ran fucking half of Preza's family, Preza herself, Xander, Luca, half his fucking roster that isn't top indie talent, like, Kenny and all those other fucking dudes. Anyone else that Mac has either signed or Zahaya signed under promises and everything, like Zahaya Steel. Zahaya is one of the best fucking examples of how Zahaya is just a fucking dick. Because on one hand, he'll be like, Zahaya is the future of the company. He's the future. He's got talent and everything, right? He'll say that in front of all the cameras and all these people, right? But you know what he says behind his back?
This kid.
Oh,
got nothing.
He's a lazy shit. He doesn't work for nothing. He's lazy as shit. You gotta push him. Feels like nothing's worth it. Which is not fucking true. Yeah, it's not true at all. Zahaya, if the fucking Battle Pro Festival didn't prove anything, it proves Zahaya can be just as much as a goddamn. It proves Steel could be just as much as a monster as anyone else. As anyone else,
As many times as I fought as a history. I should know better to not ever call that. As many elbows as he's thrown in my head, I should know not to call.
Yeah, like he goes behind his back, calls him a lazy sack of shit. And I'm like, fuck you, really? Your so-called childhood friend, you're gonna do that bullshit to him? Really, motherfucker? Okay.
Oh, Morgan will get his payback. He'll get his payback in all shapes and forms.
Let's be real. Xander and Steel are already getting their payback. Just by being a part of the fall. That's their payback. Not only is it against Vin, but it's also just a big middle finger to Zahaya, too. Like, it is. And here's the funny part. When Cody showed up, Barnett showed up. He said, hey, Zahaya was the first one to storm up to me. He's like, why the fuck is Cody here? I was like, I don't know. Oh, that's bullshit. Yes, you know. I said, I don't fucking know. He's like, that's bullshit. You know why he's here. I say, yeah, he's here for Vin. Why the fuck else would he be here? You knew what you're getting yourself into when you hired Vin. You think that motherfucker ain't gonna have enemies? Come on now. Blame me because he thought I was trying to send Cody over there just to fuck with him, right? Like, I told him, I was like, ain't nothing. I was just, this shit don't revolve around you. If Cody's here, it's because of Vin. It ain't because of you or anything else. And then, you know, he especially got caught off guard because he saw Xander fucking Zahaya. He saw Xander, and he was just like, what the fuck? You know, then when he saw Zahaya, he definitely was like, what the fuck? You know.
The sins of the past and the father. How far? He's just catching up for Vin right now.
I mean, Vin's got about 8 years of hell coming on him. Most of that just is what he's done. Most of that is what he's done to Jeremy so many years ago. Crippled the man. Almost tried to end this man's career. Family. He tried to fuck family. He tried to like kill a family member off. So yeah, Vin's got hell on him. But yeah, the whole thing was though. Back to that. It's like he's fucked a lot of people over. People that he claims are his best friends, his brotherhood, his loyal soldiers. Have no loyalty in that shit. None.
Again, snake in the grass, always looking around.
Exactly.
It's about time that snake gets his head chopped off.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. And when that day comes, he's gonna realize just how alone he really is. And maybe there'll be somebody that will have enough mercy to stop, to have enough mercy on him to make it quick and painless. But considering what he's done, I highly doubt it.
Well, it won't be entirely painless for him. It'll just be a lot of brutality.
Of course.
All the stuff he said, all the trash he's talked. I gotta make sure he gets his cover.
What are you talking about? I got like about 2 or 3 months of shit I gotta put on him.
I got freaking bruised ribs from all the stuff I've been doing. Thanks to that fucking 400+ pound piece of shit sand that I have to deal with now.
Oh yeah, that bullshit with Reddit's insane.
Look, Reddit's got his comeuppance. It's just a shame that I now have to deal with another one.
Too much.
Luckily, this one knows how to throw me around, which makes it even better. I get to throw him around if you want.
That's a scary fucking match to see.
What, me throwing around a 400+ pound man?
Yeah.
Look, if I can powerbomb Thanos, no one should really be surprised at anything.
Yeah, we shouldn't, but still, it's like, damn it. Sight to see.
I don't waste that time in the gym for nothing. Anything I do, I intend to make it. And I'm going to make sure it hurts. Raditz thinks he can stop me with this 400 plus pound saying, cool. I'm gonna teach him the lesson that I'm gonna teach Jamal. You don't mess with a savage. Do not do that.
Oh man. Just think, like, after this, even after all this, I still have to take a fucking flight back to Ireland and Scotland for Battle Pro.
I think after all of this, you'll be back in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You got one young man gunning right after.
Yeah.
A young man who I know pretty particularly.
I got a lot of young guys going after me. I'm a young guy myself. But how do I put this? I've yet to meet anybody that is about as hungry or as driven as me.
Well, this kid is hungry. Let's guarantee that.
Well, he's gonna have to show it.
He'll definitely show it. From what I've seen of him, he'll definitely.
I look forward to it.
Oh great! Now this damn belt I'm holding really fell over.
Why did you bring it?
Look,
You could have put it in the bag or something.
look. As a man who's had to defend his belt literally everywhere we go, I kind of have to at least, treat it like it's valuable.
Okay.
And besides, when have you ever seen someone with the side plates in the belt?
Fair point. Fair point. Like I say, how does it feel being the hybrid champion?
It's kind of funny because it goes back to that moment where a certain man behind a very large company decided to mention me as a future star. And it's like that rocket that was already there shot up even higher. And next thing you know, I'm wearing the belt of a company that just happens to be developmental. Now, granted, it's voltage, but I would take it. Just a shame that, Charles had to be the one. And again, I seem to be taking from Charles lately.
Oh, wow, what?
I seem to be doing a lot of taking from Charles.
Yeah, Charles. I don't know how to put him in a category, honestly.
He's a hardy young lad, I'll put it.
He's sometimes a mad lad,
Oh, you can be a mad lad too.
Mad not in the way of anger, but just mad in the fact that he is stubbornly resilient in the shit he'll do around.
Surprisingly very strong.
Yeah.
But,
I told him before, I was like, Charles, I want you to know, yeah, you're strong, but take it from somebody who's been told all his life, you can't be this kind of person because of your height. If you want to show off how strong you are by bench pressing somebody that's like 200 pounds heavier than you. By all fucking means, do it. You know, show that shit off that you're like a little mini tank. Like that, you know.
But note that strength can sap a lot of energy out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't always go for the big shit. You always gotta like save it. But honestly, that's one guy I wouldn't mind having a match with. I wouldn't mind fighting Charles.
I mean, if he wants to come at me for a fourth time, why not? I'll be happy to drop him on his face for a fourth time.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
Hold on.
I think that.
Fucking, I'm sorry. Goddamn. Your business is never done. Getting texts up the ass. Half of them are from Carmen, the other half are from like Doba and a few others from OSOK. And there's a few business ones.
You and Carmen, how is that?
We have not talked. We've both been kind of busy.
Yes, no.
What?
Tougher.
Yeah, we have not had a moment where we can just talk shit out because we're both in situations that need our immediate attention.
I've had a few conversations with her here and there. Not really direct, face to face. A few conversations.
Right.
In a sense, she kind of does remind me.
Wait, what?
She kind of does remind me of you. You're both stubborn and very hard to keep down. You don't want to be kept down.
Yeah. That's kind of true.
It's almost like he gets it from me, even before all of this stuff happened. Then again, what would I do? Just some guy with a brother who's a bit too perverted, and a sister who just had almost too strong and too bold for her own good. And again, look, don't make a challenge to Carmen. Nah, she gonna do it anyway. Hopefully she's ready though. Because Carmen will make her work for it. She will have to.
It's weird. Like, oh my god. Okay, I guess Dover knows how to use cell phones. Alright.
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
It's like, I don't know if I can consider myself an official member, but I get treated like one. I'm sure I'm getting like a lot of messages from everyone, and like I said, I'm getting some from some business ones as well. And, oh dear Lord, Brett Haskins, why fucking texting me?
Oh,
He wrote, "I hope you watch Undisputed because I hope you're watching Undisputed Old Man. Fuck is he saying?
Well, what I heard, it sounds like he's planning to give a certain guy we were just talking about a good old-fashioned lesson in what happens when you mess with a girl.
So, you've been keeping up on Revolution, right?
Of course. Had my appearances here and there on it.
I did not even know they were there. So apparently, is what I found out. D and Eddie of the other universe, or mostly D, signed the new scene to a contract. Had them on there, but he was waiting until the right time to put them on the show. They got impatient.
Did whatever they want.
And said, fuck it. And they just started attacking. They attacked Schultz, they attacked Needham, and then they attacked Reaper. Just
they're gonna have to worry about all three of them.
Honestly, I don't think they're worried. I think they're just... Honestly, I don't think they're worried. Because, I mean, I'll be real, they're going in with a huge advantage.
True.
Like,
well, so Reaper's not exactly.
He's not. But, I mean, Charles and Needham, you don't know whether they're even going to work well together, even with Needham's change of attitude. And so Reaper, I mean, he could probably, ring them in as much as he can. But those three, Cassidy, Klein, and Haskins, they've been teaming together for years. Like, times when Haskins would go to Canada and he would wrestle there, he met them and they would just team up there, and that's so honestly it's going to be an interesting match. I'm proud of him because one of Haskins' whole things is that he feels like, no lie, Haskins always had this chip on his shoulder. He always feels like, I should have been the one amongst us in Battle Pro that struck out more. And it's bullshit that I never did. Like, there's a thing going on in Battle Pro where we actually have to keep him and TJ Kennedy separated.
I'm not too surprised.
He has legit shoot heat with TJ because he feels like Kennedy ain't shit. He feels he's a better athlete, he's a better everything than Kennedy. He feels like he should have gotten it and not him. And TJ just says they're going. I remember they had an argument. And yet those two try to work with each other, but they had an argument where it was like TJ and them both argue, which actually led into a full-blown fight where he was just like, I busted my ass while you sat on yours, and you want to talk about you deserve this? No. What you deserve is exactly what you're getting, jack shit. Because I've actually been doing something. Then after that, they just got in they just came to blows. Just literally had a fist fight in the locker room. It took about it took the entire roster and security to keep those two apart. It was crazy.
Chelsea hate.
I mean, for Brett, I don't know if you ever heard the story about what I told to Eddie, but Brett kind of got this edge about him now because when he was younger, he was conned basically into the business. He loved the business, and this promoter conned him along with me and the rest of the entire staff there. But he conned Haskins the most because Haskins was 16 when he started wrestling. But told the entire locker room he was 8. He told the entire locker room that he was 18. Like, the promoter told the entire locker room that Haskins was like 18.
I remember the last time the situation.
And
Didn't end too
yeah, and it was like Haskins didn't know because the promoter was working both him and the guys, and told Haskins, oh, they don't mind that you're 16, and told the boys, oh yeah, he's 18, and he's gonna do a lot of good things, and really he was just trying to appease Brett's dad because he was the money holder and the share, and he had a good share of the company, and he was keeping the books. He was keeping with the books, so he was trying to keep him appeased and keep all his money in check. And it ended in horror because one of the main event guys found out and thought Haskins was in on the lie and just beat the shit out of him and fucked Haskins up, broke his face, led to an event being closed on the first night. Because it was supposed to be a 3-night event, closed on the first night in the first match.
Jesus.
And yeah, and ever since then Haskins has always had this mentality of fuck respect, fuck honor, because those are meaningless in the world of wrestling. It's weird.
If I got it kicked out of me like that, I'd slip away.
Right, and and it's weird because you think with something like that, you would just not want to be a wrestler. But it made him want to be a wrestler more. But he just has a more jaded personality towards it all. Like, he legitimately does not, like, he took a part of himself that he legitimately feels like whenever anybody talks about respect and honor in wrestling, he scoffs at that shit. He literally sits there going, the fuck is honor? That'll
There's no respect under what happened to him.
Exactly. He was just like, and I remember, like, he went to Carolina because he could. So after that court case that happened, and he made out like a bandit and got about damn near all of his money, and I got money, we all got money. He ended up wanting to work again, but he couldn't work in Tennessee because he was like unintentionally blacklisted for no fucking reason. Because if you work with Mike Palazzo, that's the scarlet letter, and you're fucked. You can't work in Tennessee or anywhere in the southeast or southwest. So it's like, couldn't work Alabama, couldn't work there, couldn't even work, So he went to Florida, and I remember because somebody showed me this. He just aired grievances right then and there in front of a crowd. Had a live mic and everything. And that's where he busted out his whole what's respect and honor, And he just kind of broke out. And what was crazy, he was still set. He was 17. He was like, he just turned 18. He was like full of raw emotion. And he just belted out in that crowd. He's like, you sit there. He's just like, the fuck is honor? What's respect? Respect is nothing. And he just like, and he was still, and he was stubborn because his face wasn't fully healed yet. So he still went to the fucking ring and had a match when the left side of his face was still like fresh from surgery. He wore a mask, but still, that wasn't gonna save you, He just like fucking cut a promo after the match, and he just sat there, and he's just like, what's respect? What's honor? That don't mean nothing. Where's the honor and respect when you took when some overweight fat fuck wannabe main eventer who feels like he has to assert his dominance because he just wants to see a kid like me fucking be put in my place for disrespecting this sport is disrespect. And he's just like showing his face and like he's actually pointing to the injuries and shit. He's like, is this respect? Is this your idea of respect? You know, he even garnered more heat because, okay, so we're in Florida. You know everyone loves Jimmy Snuka, right?
Of course. Even though he's controversial in his own way.
Oh, no, that didn't stop him. And what made it worse, there was like a Samoan in the crowd that was a member of the family. So when he said this, like, he actually had to leave the arena because he was about to cause a riot. He goes, honor in wrestling means nothing. He's like, you're the very same people that honor drug addicts like Jeff Hardy, and he's like, honor drug addicts like Jeff Hardy and crack taking hooker killers like Jimmy Snuka, and the crowd erupted.
Oh Jesus! I can only imagine the hatred
and they booed the shit out of him. They called death threats. He's like, yeah, see, oh, now you want to say, oh, now you want to kill me, huh? Now you want to kill me because I spoke the truth, huh? I spoke the truth. Let's be real. Hey, fat ass, you in the front. If you did half the shit Jimmy Snuka did, you'd be treated like a goddamn Hall of Famer too. Oh, hey, you know what? I see some Puerto Ricans in the audience. Hey, guess what? Your honor got a man stabbed in a locker room.
Jesus Christ. He really referenced Brody.
He did.
Oh.
He did. And I was like, and I'm watching the video of this and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm floored. Cause I'm like, did he really go this far? Like, there's a part of me that will be like, yo, this is fucking good shit. But at the same time, at that point, I was scared because I was like, dude, no. Oh, shit. Get out of there, you know.
You know what? That explains a lot about Bret Haskins. It explains a whole lot about him.
So, I mean, and it was that night where it was like he changed completely. He was not that, he was not the dream team that they used to call it, that little gimmick where he would, you know, he just had a face that all the little teenage girls would like squeal and fall in love over because he just looked like he came out of a teen magazine, right? Nah, he was dirtied up, he looked sleazy, he didn't give a shit anymore. He was...
He has a lot to prove.
Yeah, like, he literally fight. And he knows he has a lot to prove, but he still feels like he is the best damn thing. Which is
kind of reminds me of a certain someone who I've been getting. John. As much as I give John his flack, there's a reason why I accepted that challenge from him without him hesitating. I know he has something. He said he was tired of being that guy who won his one-on-one shot. So he calls me out, and I take him up on his shot. I want people to show you're the best kept secret in the industry. Cool. I won't let you do it easily on me. A lot to prove myself.
We all got something to prove.
I may not be in here as long as you have, but hey, I want to show them. I'm ready for it.
You know, it's weird about a lot of people ask, like, why do you feel like you have to prove so much to everybody? Because there's a whole audience that don't know who I am. I gotta show myself something. I gotta showcase myself somehow.
You know, those people who do like stuff that I'm not just talking about strength.
Just
Be hopping up in all these tournaments, winning one of these tournaments, winning the world's finest tournament. Bet you no one was expecting that.
no one was. They came out of
Right.
nowhere.
Apollo Creed, Dante Styles, your brother.
Dante.
Raven Dark, all in one shot.
Dante.
Yeah, I know, that's-
Dante. Jesus.
That's an interesting case.
Oh boy.
Y'all history has been very, let's say, weird.
I love him. I have to love him because he's my brother.
I mean, y'all went from, he tossed you off the stage at one point, and then y'all went from that to winning the tag team. That's just strange.
Nah, I gotta pay him back for that one at some point, though. It's coming. But no, it's coming. That part's coming. You just gotta show up. That's all. But I get why he did it. Yeah, he wanted to prove something to me. He finally feels like he's ready to take that next step, and he wants to prove it by beating me. He wants to prove that because, quite frankly, everyone has always told him until the idea of you paying dues is when you actually face your brother one-on-one and you actually beat him. Because everybody always felt like he was just this little shit bird that got a handout when he never really did. And it's funny now, like, yeah, I'm talking so much praise about him. And I could be like everybody else, bring up all the fucked up shit he ever did, right?
Oh yeah, I know there's a lot of backstory behind all the terrible things he's done.
Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can bring up how he dropped Amber Stevens on her neck, and it led to like him and Zach having some huge fucking beef with each other.
Or I could bring up the fact that he's the reason why Hakeem hasn't showed up.
I love Hakeem, but quite frankly, but I'm gonna say this right now, that was Dante's fault, yeah, but Hakeem should have realized straight up right then and there, he ain't a fucking wrestler. He's a commentator. He should have stayed a commentator.
But you should know by now, you ain't gonna tell a man not to stand down from a fight, even though he can't win it. Hakeem wasn't gonna buckle down.
At the same time, yeah, I do. I understand that wholeheartedly. But when it ain't your, but I also understand, you should know this too. But when it ain't your fight, stay out of that fight. Like, I get what Dante did straight up. It was a fucked up thing to do. But at the same time, when you decide to cross a line and a boundary because you want to jump in and get your piece out and then keep up with it, you know, accept the consequences, accept what happens. And I get Hakeem didn't come back after that because of what Dante did to him. But it's like, I say they're both kind of They both kind of fucked up on that part, you know.
One should have stayed within his boundaries, and the other, well, shouldn't have done it.
Exactly. One should have stayed in his boundaries. I get that your manhood was questioned. I get what happened. And I get that sometimes you just, as a man, you can't just back down from shit, especially when somebody challenges you. But also at the same time, recognize this. That wasn't your fucking fight. That never was your goddamn fight. That was Zach's fight, but you decided to jump in it. And you got your ass whooped for it. And you know, he didn't want to steal foot in DCA again because of Dante. Cool. You like that. But don't blame Dante because you decided to pick a fight you did that wasn't yours to begin with. Just saying. I love you, Hakeem. I do. But
and eventually he did show back up.
He
so
did.
It's not entirely
yeah, he did.
lost.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, that kind of Dante got a lot of horror. I never told you, like, even through those days, that those years when that happened, and even after when he was gone, after the Hell in the Cell, how it just never stopped for him. Like how he was just getting heat even when he was never in DCA.
I would imagine.
He couldn't go out to grocery stores to pick up food for himself without some dude knowing who he is and trying to take a swing at him.
Well, there's a lot of terrible things in life that one doesn't.
Like, yeah. And all it was like the worst was he couldn't even have like a decent. So I know this one because I was at his house that this night. It was me, him, and this girl he knew, and they've been together for a bit, right? So I guess he was trying to, you know, he was chilling with her, and they were just relaxing, and I was like in the kitchen because I was about to fix something. All of a sudden, we just hear this car. I'm like, okay, this car's rolling. All of a sudden, we hear psh, glass break. Somebody threw a brick through his window.
Of course.
And on the brick, there was a note that said "woman beater."
Man.
Dante took that brick, ran outside, and I remember he literally said he saw the car and he was chasing after the fucking car, and I can hear him screaming up and down that street. Say that to my motherfucking face! Say that to my motherfucking face! I wish you would! I'm like, shit. Like, the reason you never saw him in DCA was because 9 times out of 10, the management in question would never book him for the shows because they were afraid somebody was going to do something bad to him. Because there have been points in times when the crowd where there would be people jumping over the rails just to take a swing at him. Fuck, one house show somebody tried to stab him. So he literally, for his own protection, was never, sent to the shows, and it pissed him off. Like, ever since that whole thing with Amber, him, and Zach, he had to move. He had to, like, I think, change his address about 3 or 4 times. Because the people kept finding his fucking address out, and they would just, like, throw shit at his house and destroy his property.
It's like you told me earlier. It's like you just told me. There are some fights that you should just stay out.
Right.
Some people need to understand. Don't get into a fight with somebody who clearly has a lot on his mind.
Right. And the whole thing was, alright, look, it was, we all know that we have to do we all have to follow a certain way we do things, and whatever.
Yeah.
So Zach has always had a problem with Dante and how he did that. You know the one person that never had a problem with it at the end of it?
Who?
Amber.
I could believe that.
I know this because somebody interviewed her one time, and they asked her, well, how did you feel when you see somebody like Dante who did this to you? Do you still get, what does it make you feel? Amber looks at it and she's just like, it gives me a headache. She's like, I mean, I did fuck him over at Revelations and cost him his belt, so he was gonna get his payback one way or another. Like, she didn't act like she was traumatized or the victim. She was just like, shit. I mean, I cost him his.
Happens.
I cost him the belt. I was gonna get it. It's like I cost him the title, and this was his retaliation. Shit happens. Like, she doesn't care, She moved on from that. Zach hasn't, because I don't blame him. That's his wife. And Dante, I think, for the last couple of years, just had so much fucking nuclear heat that he couldn't even go to his own shows, and he was missing out on money. He missed Revelations, the last couple of Revelations, because of the fact that people just couldn't let go what he did.
And now he's just sort of able to do this without getting any type of mega nuclear heat.
Without somebody trying to jump the fence or something, yeah. And I'm like, and it kind of, and you notice he doesn't really do much of anything. Like, he doesn't really cut his promos or go his usual over the top way, right? He doesn't do that as much anymore. Because either A, he's fed up and pissed, or B, he just doesn't have it in him anymore, because literally he's just like, what's the fucking point of me trying to be all this if I gotta watch my back for some crazy motherfucker to pull a gun out on me or some shit? But then he realized, like, shit, no matter what I say about, somebody's gonna pull a gun out on me. So cool.
Well, when we fought, he seemed pretty free to me.
Yeah, I think that was his. He did not give a fuck at that point. Well, that's because he was in a place where I don't think anybody really knew the length of him in his career. So he was kind of safe. Like, nobody was gonna judge him that bad. So he was kind of cool. So he could be himself. But like, there's places where obviously he has to like tone it down, and he hates that. DCA though, I think he's gotten to that point where he stopped looking behind his back. He's just like, fuck y'all, just go after it.
Speaking of mentioning all that stuff involving the other company that brought up, TBGW. How interesting that the cards have flipped for both of us. You main evented Revolution. Now it's an opening match.
Yeah.
It was flipped.
You won your match, didn't you?
I lost my match at Revolution thanks to glasses.
And I lost the title, so.
And then, of course, you went on to win the VW World title.
So, I mean,
win the tournament.
Yeah, so, I mean, lost one world title, gained another world title.
and I went on to main event a show for the first time in my career.
Once you start doing that, you start getting used to that big fight feel.
Of course, JC Wolf had to win.
Yeah, JC Wolf likes to. You know, I will say this, JC Wolf, you owe me everything in your fucking career. I want you to know that right now, son.
Well, the only thing that I owe JC Wolf is dude relevant.
JC Wolf, you owe me every paycheck you get, son. Everything you do, you owe me royalties. I'm just saying. Because I'm sorry, you wouldn't have that edge that you had now if I didn't damn near kill you at Redemption.
All I just owe is a boot to his foot. That's all.
I'm just fucking with you, Jordan. Cool, man. But
But we'll leave that for a whole nother conversation.
Right.
So it's in a year. Well, it's practically my 1 year wrestling passed not too long ago. And it's funny that my 1 year came with the winning of the hybrid title.
Yeah, it's gonna be the beginning of big things. For me, it's been I think I'm hitting year 10, year 11 now.
I don't know if I'll last the year 10. I just gotta hope I can have a decent career by year 5. Maybe I might consider going past it.
Hey, you know what? Most people around their 4th or 5th year, that's when it starts. That's when they start to do.
To think that this year would probably not have happened let a certain incident that happened before I won the COH champion title with Walter get to me. Let's just say you're not the only one that's had troubles with girls. We'll put it that way. Let's just say when you fall in love with somebody truly find yourself doing that, and then you feel a homeboy kind of just rip it from you underneath your feet, it'll tear you apart.
Yeah.
That happened to me, and I just, for some reason, it just motivated me to just go straight to the gym. That's all I did for a whole year. Just clang and bang. Just worked out whatever rage, depression, or anger I had. And then what do you know? Those belts came around my waist, and then some joy came around for the first time.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll get the chance to talk to her. Maybe.
Who knows?
But till then, I have a dummy that needs his face caved in. So I'll be glad to settle that as a part-time reward. And maybe when I'm done caving in his face, I can pop up in his show and give him another reason to get it. Yes, Sahaya Morgan, I'm talking to you.
Here we go.
Look, the day that chance gets offered, I'm going to go out and hit it. And if if I get in that door, oh boy. I thought he had it bad with Malik and CCW. Oh, just imagine if the two of us were to annoy the ever-living hell out of me.
I could get you contact. I can give you Matt Waters' number and he can do something for you.
Oh, please do. It'll give me so much satisfaction.
Alright. Looks like we're almost heading to the exit. I'm gonna hit this gas station up real quick and get some gas.
I might need a weapon.
Oh, lucky us, there's a hardware store like right next to the fucking gas station. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, we actually need to start getting